Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, good people. It's just another day that the Lord has kept me, and He's kept you too. All right. Oh, man. God is good, ain't He? All the time. God is good all the time. All right. I know y'all it's early. I decided I don't know how the day gonna go. I was in and out getting me some sleep. So I got a couple of things together. And then I said, well, I don't feel like, cooking my breakfast yet and getting my day started, around the house and whatever else that may come up that I need to do. I said, you know what, Krista, why don't you go on and get your YouTube video in? Okay. This way, if you need to hit some panels and laugh and talk and tee with your people on here, go for it. Because we back out here having fun, aren't we? Are y'all having a good time? I am. Hey, good morning, Grandma Love. Good morning. Yes, I hope you have a wonderful day too. Yeah, so just in case, it ain't no telling how we gonna be out here partying in these streets. I'm getting ready to go out and walk. Oh, okay. All right. Be safe out there. It's a beautiful day here. I hope it's beautiful where you are. But I said, well, you don't know how you're going to be out here, Krista. So why don't you go ahead and get your video in? It's kind of early. I know a lot of the people I think most of the kids is out of school. But I know some of y'all may be still, getting ready for work and different things like that. So, I appreciate you guys, popping in or listening while you're getting ready for work or going out to, take a walk. Hey, Miss Dovey, what's going on? Miss Dovey, me and you got a problem? What's going on with us? I know it was a question on the table, but I didn't know, there was so much other stuff going on. I hope we ain't got no problem because I ain't got no problem with you, Miss Lady. I hope you having a blessed day. Yes, it's a happy new week. I hope it's a happy, blessed new week for you. I hope you meet your channel goals, all that great stuff. So I want to first start by saying good morning to everybody. I also want to say thank you guys for watching my live. I appreciate you guys. Just know you are never, ever, 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 ever taken for granted over here. That's not what we do. Okay. So thank you guys. Shout out to those of you who thumbs me up and share me out. Guess what? If you can do that little extra for me, I can do a little extra for you. I ask God to work things out in your favor. All right. You ain't got to tell me what it is. I don't need to know. You know, God knows. Okay. And if you're praying about it, that means it's important to you. If you're thinking about it, that means it's important to you. If it's on your mind, that means it's important to you. Okay. If it's giving you a little twitch in your belly and telling you, oh shit, you better hope that that means it's important to you. Just know that Just Krista has already spoken a word of prayer that God will work it out in your favor. We ain't got to be friends, you know. We ain't got to be friends for me to say a prayer for you. It don't work like that. Okay? Just know God got you. Okay? All right? And be careful of the energy that you put out here because the energy that you put out is the energy that's going to come back to you times 10. And I don't know about y'all, but I like good news. you know, I like when good news drop in my lap. I like a gift. you know, I like something if it's gonna come and ring my doorbell. That is something to put a smile on my face. So be careful of the energy you put out here. Okay, make sure it's good energy. All right. And if it's something going on and if it's somebody you don't get along with, try your hardest to stay away from that person or that situation so that you don't find yourself in that situation or around that person wishing bad things or saying something you shouldn't say or even being put in a position to swing hands and all of this other stuff and all of this other stuff. You know, um, this world is big enough. Okay. This world is big enough that if you don't get along with somebody, you ain't got to sit in their company. You can excuse yourself. You can be the adult. You can be the bigger person and excuse yourself. Okay. In spite of what others may say about you, some people may say, you a coward. You scared of this person, you this, that, and the other thing. Well, I'm going to tell you like this. I'd rather be an alive coward than a dead hero. Okay. Because see, sometime when you keep pushing people and you don't know where their mindset is and different things like that, you don't know how a person gonna come at you. You don't know what a person may be going through. Okay. And you sitting there and you provoking that person and you agitating and aggravating that person. You don't know how they may come at you. Okay. So this world is big enough that if you don't get along with a person, you don't get along with a situation, excuse yourself. It's okay. Get up and leave. Get up and walk away. All right. Ain't no harm in it. You ain't got to sit there. Same thing even with YouTube. If it's something going on and somebody in your space where you at and all of that stuff. Good morning, Purple Rain. Good morning, beautiful. Good morning, boo. And just know you in my prayer, sis, about mom. I did see that in somebody's chat, that you was expressing that it was mom's anniversary day of her passing, of her transition. Okay. God got you, sis. Thank you, baby. Sending love right back to you. See, that's a part of that good energy. But even YouTube, y'all, YouTube is big enough. You don't have to sit here and make your YouTube experience a terrible one. See, that's what you welcome, boo. You welcome. See, that's what some people don't understand about me. Okay. I've been on YouTube for a long time. I've had different things to come about. Hell, I've had people to say some shit and all of this and all of that and all of that. Hey, OG. Hey. Look at all them hearts coming up in here. But I refuse to allow my YouTube experience to be a bad one, to be a terrible one. When I come here on YouTube, when I press that button and I come on and I choose to say I want my YouTube app, I don't press it to beat up and fight and take out boxing gloves and all of that and all of that. That's not fun to me. When I pay my internet bill and all of that's great stuff, I do it because I want to have some fun. And having fun to me is not making others miserable. That's not fun. That's being annoying. That's being in the way. That's being you too motherfucking old to be acting that motherfucking way. Find you something else to do. You look stupid. You know what I'm saying? You look dumb. If it's something going on, if it's somebody in this space and all of that stuff, dismiss your motherfucking self. Be the bigger person and dismiss yourself. You do not have to sit there and act like this is the only other live that's going on or the only other YouTuber that got something going on at this time. If there's nothing else going on YouTube, then it's time to find something around the house to do. Ladies, ain't it always something to do around the house? Ain't it a piece of dust or something that we can always do around the house? You hell, do some meal prepping. You know what I'm saying? Go in there and pull that refrigerator out from the back of the, from where it's sitting at, and start wiping that motherfucker down. You ain't got to wait till the weekend of September to do that motherfucker. Just pull it out. You know what? Ain't shit going on YouTube. Fuck it. And I'm not getting ready to sit here and argue with no goddamn body. I'm about to turn me some motherfucking music on. I'm about to take this refrigerator and side to side and pull it and wipe the back of that motherfucking cage and shit down in the back of that bitch. Yeah. It's always something you can do. So when I sit on here and I see grown motherfuckers sitting on here just agitating, aggravating, and just being in the damn way, for what? Thanks for my roses. Thank you, pretty purple. For what? I'm not getting ready to do that with you. Once I've expressed myself to you, once we've established that you don't like me and I don't like you, what we getting ready to do? What is we getting ready to do? What I'm not going to do is sit here and keep on arguing back and forth with the same motherfucker, telling the same goddamn joke, what they feel is a joke, a lie, and all of that. And let me tell you another thing. You better be careful lying on people. Okay? Be careful. I'm just telling y'all, be careful of the energy you put out there. Now, see, you can lie on me and it's not going to affect me. Okay? It's not going to affect me, especially if I haven't lied on anybody else. Now, if I'm out here telling lies on other people and this, that, and the other thing, then that lie that you tell on me is going to affect me. You following me? I'm trying to help y'all. Okay? I'm trying to tell y'all some things that I have learned in these almost 55 years that I've been here. Now, I can come on here and play games and fa la 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 and all of this bullshit, and come on here and just get the dot da 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 and call him goddamn names and all of this shit and all of this. I can do that too. But in the midst, we're going to get an understanding. I'm going to try to help you out a little bit. Okay? I'm going to try to help you out just a little bit while I got your goddamn attention, because it's important. You better be careful out here lying on people, because if you lie on somebody, somebody gonna lie on you. And if you out here just doing this shit maliciously, it's coming back to you. And you're going to find yourself in a dark, dark situation. You're going to find yourself in a dark, dark situation, and you're not going to be able to find your way up out of that bitch. And it's going to put you in a place. All right? I'm trying to help you. See, I don't have to sit around with you lying on me. I can sit there. Okay, all right. I done told you that you're telling a motherfucking lie, right? Because that's not how that went. That's not what's going on. That's not what went on. And if you continue to do so, don't worry. I've already sent that over to God and told God. See, God know you. He know just how to handle you. See, you can hide from me. I may not know your name. I may not know your address. I may not know what color shoes you got on. Hell, I may not know if you got on clean underclothes and stuff. Okay? You can't hide from God. You can't hide from the karma that's going to come your way. I'm trying to tell you something. Okay? So just be careful. It's not that important, people. It's not that important. On yesterday, when I was at Lemons and all of that, when I first came in, I had just gotten back home and my phone was like down. And I came up there on the panel real quick because I didn't know, his panel be kind of like up and down, So I'm like, well, let me get in here real quick. Let me give him a quick, ooh, baby, okay? Babe, I love you. You're my everything. You're my everything. You know what I mean? Let me pick with a brother real quick, okay? Because I was still feasting on the night before, playing around and flirting back and forth with this nigga. You know what I'm saying? I was still feasting on that shit. Okay. And so I came up or whatever. And then later, after my phone charged and I got a couple of things situated or, that I needed to do, I came back up on the panel because I didn't want to be disrespectful because he was asking me, hold on, wait a minute. But, I had to go because the phone was gonna knock me down anyway. So when I came back, and they was discussing what they were discussing and all of that stuff. And my whole thing is if I go up on a person's panel for a reason or they're on a subject that I feel like I can add to it or I just know something about it or whatever the case may be, I'll go up there and say a little something, you know. But then afterwards, I'm done. Let me get down. And especially if you didn't switch the subject and you're talking about something else, it may be somebody else in the audience that can add to the subject that may not want to share a panel with Krista. You know what I'm saying? Do that make them wrong or right? No. It just means that they don't want to share a panel floor with Krista. And if Krista's up there and Krista's not adding to the current topic, why Krista can't hop her fat ass down until either they say something else that she can or, just wait a minute. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how I feel about it. That's just me. Okay. That's the polite side of me. I'm not going to sit up there and just take up space when somebody else could come through, you know? So while I was up there, Lemon was like, no, hold on. They was on a topic and okay, all right. Hey, Simon, what's up? So, he was up there and we were all talking and all of that stuff or whatever about the subject. Mr. came through, the maid, the janitor, he came through. He was up there and, a little clowning back and forth and all of that shit, it is what it is. And then this other person came up. I don't share panels with that lady. I don't listen to that lady. I try to stay out that lady's way. Am I afraid of this lady or anything like that? Long as she stay where she at and I stay where I'm at, I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to say it just like that. You stay where you at, I'll stay where I'm at. If I see her up on somebody's panel and it's a subject that I want to add to, but I see her there, I'm not going to go up there. I'm going to let her rock out. For those of them that enjoy that lady's position on whatever is going on, let her have that. Now she has a thing where she says she chooses that if she see me certain places where a content creator will have her up there, she likes to come up there and she know that I'm going to leave and I'm going to continue to leave. I'm going to continue to leave. And a couple of people say, oh my God, Just Krista, are you afraid of that person? Oh my God, Just Krista, you just ran, you just this and that and all of that stuff. I sure did. I'm a grown ass woman. I am 54 years old. What do I look like going back and forth with somebody as if I'm 9 years old? Listening to them tell lies about the same damn thing, saying the same damn thing, which is something that has nothing to do with you. And using my friend Mary as a a dig or something or whatever. I don't. Okay, what do you want me to say about that? I was listening to that fat Mimi, the janitor, the maid yesterday. Kept mentioning about my friend. If you coming at me, come at me. You know what I'm saying? What my friend Mary got to do with it? Can she rest in peace? Huh? Can she rest? Is it all right if she rests? Well, you went to your friend's funeral and you didn't do this and you didn't come up to the podium and you didn't do that and all of that. That's not your business. Now, I did answer that question for a couple of you guys, you know, but that's really not your business. Her funeral was posted for them that could not make it there. That wasn't posted for somebody to come on YouTube and try to use that as a dig against me and try to find fault in whatever I did for my friend and all of that stuff and all of that. That's not why that was there. And guess who knows that that's not why that was there? God. And every time you mention her and you mention about her funeral and all of that stuff because you feel like you can't get to me, you can't find enough shit on me with my fat ass. Bad wigs, y'all say I wear, bad makeup, whatever the fuck you try to say. You can't take and put enough of that shit together and find you a goddamn good goddamn chuckle to make the next motherfucker say ha 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 ha, ha. That you got to go back and pull out my friend's passing. What's so funny about that? What's so funny about somebody losing their best friend? Where's the joke? Where's the joke in that? Where's the joke in death? Where's the joke at? I don't understand that part. And if you've ever lost anybody, most of us know that that's not something to joke about. You make people look at you real strange when you say, this is a joke. I'm getting ready to make me and you we going back and forth at each other. We calling each other bitches and hoes and all of this shit. And then I'm going to pull out your best friend, Mary. And the crowd is really going to laugh at you. Is that what's supposed to happen? If anything, they're saying boo, boo. And the other thing is, a lot of them knew my friend Mary. They knew how me and my friend Mary was, how we was. They know videos that you guys will probably never see because they've been taken down. They knew how we used to get down and go places and do things and how she would come on YouTube and all of that stuff. And she would oftentimes let them know, Crystal don't know how to work computers and stuff, y'all. And that's basically how she kind of like, came on in here and started doing this with me. And we started going in together. She would, different ones, because they knew she was a school teacher, would come through. Hey, Shaquille, hey, baby. JC, I tried to redirect to you, but it's not. Oh, really? Child, I don't know how to redirect, Shaquille. But thank you, baby. Y'all have to tell me because y'all know how to do all that stuff. Y'all know I'm an old lady over here. Me and BBW go way back. Krista, you don't know. I found out about an OG who passed. Pretty Purple. I think it's the same one. Somebody contacted me. Is it Barbara? If it's Barbara, somebody contacted me too. And I was like, oh, wow. And I didn't even know that her good friend had already passed away. Let me know if that's who you're talking about, Barbara. But a lot of people knew my friend Mary. they knew her and they would, ask her questions and she would, come through and, you know, help them out with different things. And, they would have their kids would come on and certain things. Some of them would even call and talk to her. Good morning, Tracy. 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 OLG, Tracy. Hey, Chris, I'm so happy you're back in. Tracy, I have been having a time of my life with that nigga, okay? When I tell you it feels like old fucking times, that goddamn living, that motherfucker makes me laugh, okay? Hold on one second, y'all. Let me make sure. Pretty Purple?
Hey, baby. Good morning.
Hey, good morning.
Mhm.
Yes, Tracy. Oh, one second, boo boo. Tracy. Yeah, Tracy, that's my friend. Okay. That's my motherfucking friend right there. Okay. That nigga know how to put a smile on my goddamn face. Okay.
Am
And
I
that
on
flirting
mute?
and shit. Huh? What,
Am I
boo?
on mute? I don't think I'm on. Let me go on mute. Because I know you love him. I'm going on mute. Let me go on mute.
Do what you want to do. You at home. Yeah, Tracy, I have been having such a good time. My sister been watching different ones, and because my sister loved her some ODS, and because when she was sick, we used to watch ODS and Brianna and them and Pizarro and them like every day. So of course she's hooked on her ODS. And when we was on there and she seen that, she was like, "Wait a minute, y'all was having a good time." Yeah, I enjoyed that. The flirting and playing back and forth with him. I like that shit. Being able to hit his panel, come talk a little shit to him, because I know he appreciate a little shit talking. I like that. I'm really, really enjoying myself, Tracy. I am. I am having so much fun. It is. Tracy, did you see that they did the poll over at Ben's and I won the poll? They was like, who would you want to see living with? And they had Krista, Brina, and the Sour Patch Lady. And I won the poll.
Oh my
I had
god.
to post that shit. I said, Ben's, I'm taking a screenshot of this shit. But it's a lot of people who said, you and Lemon, I mean, y'all, whatever, but when y'all come together the way y'all energy is, it's enjoyable. And I am glad to know that and I'm gonna get right with you, sis. Um, I am glad to know that I can help put a smile on somebody's face. You know what I'm saying? Even if y'all just come in and be like, what the fuck is they got going on? That makes me feel good. I'd rather make you smile than to make you cry. Hey Novo, good morning. I'm like that. You know, that's what it's all about. I want y'all to get the smiling when you come this way. It's enough shit out there going on,
Yeah.
that we got to face from day to day. Bills, family
Right.
stuff, and all
Right.
types of stuff. You don't know what somebody going through. They might just need that smile. They might just need that refreshment. So many times people say you're like a breath of fresh air, you
Mhm.
know.
Right.
Good
Right.
morning, Grandma Love. But I'm let Pretty Purple talk because I don't want to be rude. But
I
what's
just
up,
want.
boo?
Hey, baby. I just wanted to tell you, it's not about any recent.
Oh,
I'm gonna go back to the when he was BBW,
uh-huh.
and because because remember
Yes,
because
yes,
I heard you was the one that said rest in peace because, and I
yeah,
cried my eyes out so bad.
Yeah, her
Me
daughter
either.
and them had contacted us. Yeah.
Yeah. So it is nobody recent,
Oh,
but
okay.
but I didn't know she passed until you. That's why I said it was an OG.
Okay, I got you. Yeah, I had heard that Barbara Walker passed away.
What?
You remember about Mama B? Some people, the one lady called her Mama B. She would be amongst us, her and Aunt
Oh,
Betty. And I think her son, I think his name was Eddie.
oh my God. Really?
Yeah.
I'm
I
sorry.
found out, who was that? Because my one says she still watched the other lady, and she
Mm,
said that the other lady had had said that she had passed away, and that
oh,
I guess
yes.
because Miss Barbara, I mean no, her Miss Betty, Aunt Betty, they would call her. Everybody thought they were sisters, but I believe they were just really good friends. But yeah, so I didn't
It's
know how
it's
many, a
just
couple of.
it's too many people leave. It's too many people leaving us.
Yeah. And it's
Sad.
strange how we form friendships and different things cuz
Mm,
Mama B, she didn't have to, I mean, I'm calling her what the other lady called her, but Miss Barbara, she didn't have to get after me a little bit. I had some YouTubers that went to her and tried to make a lot of stuff between me and her, and she came to me and she talked to me and she said, "You know what? Just well, I wasn't just Kristen, I was BBW."
mhm,
And she said, "You
mhm,
know what?" She said, "I'm gonna let that stuff go." She
mm,
apologized to me because she allowed somebody to come to her house and stay at her house. Somebody that's still on this motherfucker trying to taunt me from way back in the day. That
It's
skeleton
the
motherfucker went over
oh
there to that woman's house and stayed that whole weekend talking about me, running me down, and all of that stuff. And that lady came back to me because I told her, I said, "You know what? I don't want to take you off my page, but I
mm,
respect you because you're an older woman." And she
mm,
came to me and she apologized to me. And she said, I shouldn't have got into that. I shouldn't have let that person come to me and talk about you like that because you're not what that person tried to make you out to be. Sometimes we have bad experiences with people, Pretty Purple. You know
mhm,
what I'm saying? Everybody's experience with BBW, just Krista, yeah,
mm.
Tracy, it's not going to be the same experience. You know what I'm saying, Pretty Purple? And
I
everybody else
I
here,
I understand.
people going to have different experiences, but we can't take another person's experience and make it our own. You know, we
But
got to just, we got to say, well, that's between them and let that go, you know.
I thought you was talking about that the the one is the her name starts with an M. Mm, think back BBW's time.
Okay, you might have to put it in the back, boo. Because, it's early. I was trying to sneak me a video in real quick, Got a couple of things I need to discuss. I better get on with it because it's 30 minutes. The clock is ticking.
And another thing, sis, it's okay if
What's
you
that, boo?
go past an hour.
I know. I just don't be trying to hold y'all up. And I be wanting y'all to,
We
get up in
love
there
to
and
hear you
support the.
talk. Your voice
Really?
is so soothing.
Child, I be in here, child. I been went all the way off on the left. I be trying to keep my eye on the clock.
I said when Crystal say it's 45 minutes, it's almost an hour, but it's okay, sis.
Yeah.
It's some MFers we don't want to hear talk longer than
Oh,
5 minutes.
Lord.
Did I say it? I did,
So how have
but
you been enjoying Lemon and I being, talking and me being unblocked and hitting the
I
link and us out
I
here
I
on ODS and stuff?
enjoy, and you know what I said.
Are you enjoying yourself?
She loves that. She loves that man. She has a love for him. However, he cussed me out the other day. Called me all kinds of mother. He
Did
called me.
he?
Yeah, he did. But
Oh my
we
goodness.
fixed it.
Good.
We
Good.
fixed it. I said,
That's good.
and so, but we fixed it. But he damn sure did cuss me.
What? On his panel?
He did.
Oh
But
Lord.
but like I said, we made up and we're good. And I don't want
Tracy
him to
said that's good.
I don't want him to I do not want him to cuss me out again.
I know. That's
can
what I
you
be telling her. I be like, I'm being on my best behavior, because I don't want to get blocked again.
right. Right.
He be 10 seconds from blocking my ass, okay?
Baby,
So,
he called me
I'm
one
I'm
time
learning to
another.
let some things go because
Ooh,
I
he
said, you know
cussed me
what,
out.
Krista? Yeah. I rather have I just always I just enjoy this. You know, I know the type of things that make him smile. He know the type of things that
Mhm.
make me smile. It don't take
Mhm.
much. You know what I'm saying? It's not
Yeah,
a big price tag on
I
it,
know.
you know,
And
and it makes my day. It makes my day, you
and you
know.
know what? I don't care what anyone says. You
Hmm.
uh m- you and Lemon, that was the best thing for the sector that we had.
Aw,
And they're gonna people might say that bitch is or they might say something, but I'm telling you, it was amazing.
yes. So
I
many
have
people still talk about that. And I think it's because it was so genuine and people was
mhm,
like, this is unbelievable.
mhm,
And that it's really going like this, but it was so genuine.
mhm.
And I, we just feed off each other's energy. You know what I'm saying? And it's just great. I agree. The chemistry was amazing. I
It
love
was not
Tracy.
amazing, it was amazing.
Yes, what Tracy said. Tracy said, "Oh, amazing." Yes, I enjoyed it. I do. I do.
Hey
I'm
Tracy.
having a great time. I am having a great
And
time.
when are you gonna give Mr. C what he
Mr.
need?
Curry?
Yes. When you gonna
Well, I'm a lady.
we not gonna I'm not gonna rush it, but I'm telling you, he's waiting
I'm a lady.
and
And
he's
then
patiently
and
waiting.
he's a gentleman though. He's cool with it. He's
I
cool with it.
appreciate that. I
Because he
appreciate
really
that.
know that my whole thing is I told God I picked the last two. I'm
Mm-hmm.
letting God pick this one.
Right, right.
This would be the third man that I've been with.
The third
And this
time
one
is the charm. You know what they say.
exactly. And I really initially when I decided I was no longer going to be giving it up,
Mhm.
I said I wanted to wait until I got married. I wanted to have something to offer my husband.
Right.
Okay. I can't
That's
offer him the original. Okay. But I
and
didn't
you
know it
know
was going to be this long, but I definitely feel like I got something to offer. And when I shared that with him, he was like, wow, you know.
mhm.
And then at first, I'm sure as a man, and seeing me, he probably thought, yeah, right, But then as he began to know me and see how I do spend most of my day, he was
uh
like, wow, I see what type of woman you are. I see what type of lady you are.
I
And
I will
he's very
tell
respectful of that.
I will tell you, Krista.
Hmm.
I was I've been in a oh my goodness. I've been in an interracial relationship for a while and I
Okay.
decided to just end things. Um
Oh,
and so I get what you're saying about just holding off for a while. And it's
yeah.
and so I get it.
Yeah.
And when you get to a certain age or like they say a particular age,
Hmm.
You just have
Now
to
trust
just.
me now. It ain't that I don't,
I know what you're
because
saying,
when that man, because he tall and he
Paul.
always smell good, and I am a sucker for a man that smell good. Oh my God.
And he and
And I be hugging him. I be
y'all
wanting to just
cuddle.
say, oh,
Ooh,
okay.
baby. But I get it
So,
about
but
being
you
just,
know,
and I just say, you know what? Let me just
mhm.
take some time to myself.
Okay.
And that's what I've been doing. And so
Okay.
I get it. So I respect
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Yeah. And you know what the whole thing is too? We are like, when you get older, you look for people that you got something in common with, that you can laugh,
Right.
talk about old shows, movies, back when you were in school.
Right.
Like when he was here, I showed him, my school and stuff where we went, my high school. When I went down there, he showed me around. We got so
Wait a
much other
minute. When you
stuff.
went where?
Yeah, last week I was there with him. I
Did
went to
you?
visit him.
I didn't know you
Yeah.
did that. I
Yeah. Me
must
and
have
my
missed
niece.
that.
Yeah, for the fourth, he wanted us to come. It was nice.
I missed that. Okay.
Yeah, that's why I've been like playing peekaboo on here.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
It's been really, really nice. Like I said, when you get a little older, you look for other things that you got in common, because,
hmm
it just, there's more to it, you know?
And you know what they call
There's
us
more to
old?
it.
They call us old ass bitches, old ass hoes. They call us old ass whatever. But they better hope they motherfucking asses get. Ooh, did I cuss? They better
Uh,
hope they get. I'm sorry, I said a bad word early in the morning, but
mhm.
by the grace of God, um, let's hope we all age
Yeah.
gracefully.
Yes. Yes. And that's another thing I like about him, because like when he was here, he walks every day.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm not athletic. I've never been into the gym and all of that. They ain't never
Right,
been my thing. Okay.
right,
Now
right.
I've lost a lot of weight and stuff like that. Look at Grandma Love. That's right, Purple. But while he was here, because it was so hot, and he was like, we can probably, he said, sometime, when I'm home, he said, I'll walk in the evening. And I told him, I said, well, or we can go to the mall. Because listen, at night,
Right,
I'm ready
right.
to curl up. I'm ready to relax. I'm not all day talking about, oh, well, at some point I got to put my clothes back on and get out here and go exercise. In the morning, let's go. I have more energy in the morning. Let's do what we got to do. So
And
I had told him, I said, we can
mm-hmm,
go to the mall. I know a lot of people here, because it's usually cold here a lot. They
mm-hmm.
walk the mall. And even if it's too hot outside, they'll walk the mall. So we
Right,
went to the mall,
right.
and that encouraged me. And my fat ass was tired, because I told him, I said, for
Girl,
every time
shut
your
up.
long, tall ass legs take one step, I have to take three,
And,
because I got short goddamn legs.
and Krista, when I tell you, me and you are both two short ass people, and them long legged people.
You should have seen me trying to keep up with him. And then like he likes to hold hands, and I like to hold hands too. You know what
Mhm.
I'm saying? And then I was trying to like sneak into look into the stores while we was walking, little things like that. And he was like, and it was almost like, how the kids, you with the kids and you be pulling them along, like, come
Yeah.
on. But he called me his half fight. I'm his half fight.
You
It
know
was like,
what?
what Grandma Love said.
We are
I
two
tell
little
mom.
short people.
Yeah, I'm sure. When he first met me, I'll never forget. We was laughing about that the other day. He said, I will never forget when I met you. And you were sitting in that driveway telling me to pull into the driveway. He said, I was just looking at your little short ass. He said, I was like, her. He's aging all that damn hair and just short.
Right.
Yeah, wait, Grandma Love said, I tell my mom that all the time. Wait a minute. I tell my man, I'm sorry, Grandma Love. I tell my man that all the time. He always walk ahead of me. Yo, I have to
Right.
take three right to his one
Them
step.
long legged
Yo,
people.
because he's really tall.
And
Yes.
it's almost like we have to run to keep up with
Yep.
them.
Be pure running.
Be running. I say, you know what? And what I do, you know what I do?
Hmm.
I slow down even. You know what? You ain't Let me fall
Yeah.
way back. So,
Yeah.
but
Yeah. But I've
um
been enjoying myself with him. And like I said, right now we're still in the dating phase of things and I am enjoying it. I am loving it. To me, it's just what the doctor ordered, as they say. You know,
yeah.
I didn't want somebody that, I mean, hell, I mean, I know how to get in there in that bedroom and put it down and
Babe,
and all of that
baby.
and suck and slurp and all of that shit. But you know, and make them feel like a man. You know, I know how to do all of that.
No, I
But
understand
I
what you're
really
saying.
want to save myself, and I really want to have something outside of my personality and the other things that I can offer a gentleman. Just to have something like that.
And I respect
This gonna be my last time to be able to offer somebody something like that. You know what I'm saying?
and I
I
respect
don't.
that. I respect that.
Yeah.
And like I said, for me, I cut off my relationship that I had, and
Mhm.
I get what you're saying. So take your
Yeah.
time.
Hmm. It
Take
gets
your
hard sometimes, though. Let me tell you, when we're laying in bed all night and we both enjoy old school music, okay,
hmm
and we fall asleep, and when we wake up and
when he wakes up,
the Billy the bat is in the bed between the it gets a little, you know what I'm saying? But we make it through, you know?
and
We
and
make it through. It's okay. It's
and
okay.
and I respect that.
Yeah.
I respect that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And because I recently moved, and where I moved to
Ooh, okay.
now, I don't want anyone to know where I'm at right now. So
Yeah.
and
And then yeah. And I was just gonna say,
I'm just by myself right now, and it's on
okay.
purpose. On
Hmm.
purpose.
And this is the other thing. I I want him to know, because like I said, he's older than me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I
Right.
want him to know that he's enough.
Well, man,
And if you when you get a man, which I've always let the men in my life know that they're
Crystal,
enough.
I think you're in love. Are you in love?
Oh, of course, he's my honey. That's my honey. I love Mr. Curry as y'all know him as. Um, but I want him to know that if that time come where, we can't, all day long, okay, or every day and
Right,
every
right.
2 or 3 days.
What you're saying. I know exactly what
I don't need him thinking that, oh, well, she must getting ready to go get her some young nigga and get her
right,
some
right,
somewhere else and all of that.
right.
No,
I
we're
know
not. Now I'm
exactly
not going
what
to
you're
stress
saying.
him out, making
Right.
him feel like, you know, you better stop taking your medicine because you gonna have to handle this right here. No, we not
Mhm.
doing that. We
No,
don't. We don't.
right,
No.
right.
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
You on your grown woman ish.
Yes. I keep telling y'all, I talk a gang of shit on this motherfucker, okay? I suck a pickle, I suck a popsicle, and all of that great stuff right there. But at the end of the day, I'm a lady.
and you got a virtual crush.
Yeah.
You got a
Yeah. I
virtual
used to
crush.
did you hear me tell that? Did you hear me tell that man, Mimi? the janitor, I told that nigga yesterday, I said, listen, that motherfucker called himself insulting me and
Mm.
talking about your bad wig, your bad makeup. First of all, you sitting up here looking like Mimi from Dude Carey. You can't talk about nobody's makeup. Nope,
Man.
nope, nope. Okay. And
And then
second of
and then
all,
and then the other one,
what?
I'm finna go there. The other one call herself sour.
That's what I'm talking about. That's
Oh,
Mister.
I didn't know that's who you was talking
That's
about.
Mister. That ain't no woman. That's a man. That
Big
nigga trying to set Lemon
baby,
up. That
that
nigga is not gonna set Lemon up. You not getting ready to get Lemon in no
oh,
back nowhere, and then you gonna sling out and say, "I'll show you my diggling if you show me yours." Hell no.
oh,
First of all, he don't have a diggling. He got a dick.
uh,
Okay, and
you know
no,
what?
no,
Let me
that's
go
a
on mute.
setup.
You not. Oh, baby, I didn't know that's who you was talking. But
Yeah.
that bitch came after me the other day.
What?
Yes, funky motherfucker. I'm sorry.
Oh.
I'm still cussing in the morning.
I agree.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Let me.
Oh no, that
Ooh.
was her. Look at Miss Dobie. Miss Dobie enjoy herself, child.
I
Miss Dobie didn't cook breakfast. Miss Dobie is like, child.
Dovey
You
done
know how
made
you
some
be on the phone
waffles
with
and
your
some eggs.
girlfriend now?
It, but I'm telling you right now, that girl, that's sour.
Thanks for hanging out,
Why
Miss
the
Dobie.
hell would you call yourself sour anything, funky bitch?
Child. Cause most of us, when we choose our names, don't we think about how we feel about ourselves? That bitch know
Mm,
that nigga know him don't take baths and shit.
sour,
Bitter.
funky ass hoe. Stupid.
I
Ugh,
told that motherfucker called himself insulted me twice. You're on here sucking on popsicles and broomsticks and
fuck
all
up.
of this. And I said, whatever the fuck I'm doing, they got that nigga's attention right up there in that goddamn corner. Don't you worry about it. Okay? Them motherfuckers don't like when I come
No,
back and
it's
with
up in the
like
stuck
that.
with me
Okay?
and it's up in the stuck with me and her. Funky
Him.
bitch.
That's right. I know that's right.
Oh, you said him? It's
Yeah,
up
that's a
in the
him.
stuck with her
I'm convinced
sour
that's a
ass.
him. Fuck that. That is not no lady. That's a whole him. Anytime you got a question
Looking like Bozo the
and
motherfucking
say,
clown. Is talking about she got some damn what she say that's her whatever she said about her makeup. Bitch, you look
mhm,
like Bozo the motherfucking clown, bitch. Mother Oh, I'm
girl, and they
sorry.
said that the teeth is brown. They said the teeth is browner than shit out of a rat's ass.
Oh, oh,
They said them
man.
teeth is horrible. That's why I told that bitch, smile, bitch, smile, bitch.
Smile, bitch.
Fuck that. I will insult the fuck out of you, bitch. Don't fuck with
Yes.
me. I will
And you
turn this
know what?
motherfucker into comedy goddamn central. Don't fuck with me.
A laugh up
Okay?
palooza,
And never
baby.
repeat a motherfucking joke on your ass.
Come
Okay?
through. Come through. Funky
You
bitch.
better go ahead. And
And
then the
you
only
know
thing
what?
you
And you
want to
know
do is
what?
mention my goddamn friend. Bitch, fuck you.
And you know what? I thought about I said, you know what? She likes the males. The dark males are
Mm-hmm.
males. But she do not like the females. Us. That's what it is. And
Mm-hmm.
I realized that. She'll cuss
Mm-hmm.
us out all day long, but she love them black. Mm,
Well, here's my thing. In and out of me sleeping
I
yesterday
said it.
and all of that shit. I thought you supposed to have a whole man.
I
Listen, let me
thought that
say it.
too. I thought
Wait a
that
minute.
too.
Wait a minute. Let me say it.
But she
No,
is
I
in
talked to.
love. She's in love.
Wait a minute. Here go Lemon. Lemon said, no, I talked to Mr. Sour Patch. I said, no, that motherfucker switched to him voice, him real voice. That's what
Shut
the fuck
up,
that was.
bro. If you
Fuck
don't
that.
know,
That motherfucker
dog.
setting you up for the kill. That
Uh,
motherfucker, because Lemon said, I think Mr. Sour Patch is Spanish. That's right. That bitch is Spanish.
nah,
That was that
bitch.
bitch. That motherfucker went to his real voice and said, "Hi, how you doing?" As a motherfucking man, and then
Fucking
came back
bitch.
and said, "See, that was my boyfriend." Fuck that
Yeah,
bitch. You
fucking
got
hoe.
me fucked
She
up.
don't like. She don't like the females. As
Mm.
far as our us.
Then
But
move
she's
around.
cool. She's
Move
cool.
around.
She's cool with our males,
Mm.
and that's
Cause they
very
trying to set
common.
him up. Trying to set him up. I'm telling you, he gonna whip out his dick. He gonna whip
Mm,
out his dick and say, "Well, you don't want nobody to know that I showed you my dick, so you gonna go ahead and show me yours? Because I can always say that me and you did
girl,
something."
you
I'm
don't
telling you,
know.
I know these type of things. I've been here on this
Oh,
earth for a long time.
Jesus.
Okay, I know some things. I didn't heard some things. I didn't heard some stories. Them
Oh,
motherfuckers will put you in a trick bag on their ass, and then that's why straight men find themselves in situations. Be like, motherfucker, I will.
mm,
Okay, I'll clock your ass out of here. Your family will be putting on black
punk
goddamn
ass,
suits.
punk ass
Okay,
hoe,
you
stupid
got to be
ass.
careful because I'm telling you that right there. That's a man.
Thou
That's a
ass.
man.
Why the
I tried to
fuck
be
would
nice and say, "Bitch, you the maid," but I was like, "Fuck that. That's the goddamn janitor. Fuck that. I know a goddamn janitor when I see that motherfucker." Okay,
Jada with some goddamn blue eyeshadow on, girl?
okay. And did you cut that goddamn grass?
Right. And trim them
That
motherfucking
motherfucker
hedges.
did not like it that I called them a goddamn janitor and a motherfucking maid. Every time I think about that shit,
Okay.
that's right. And wash behind them goddamn toilets. Get
Um,
in the back of them motherfuckers. You know that niggas piss sometimes. Get in the back of that
and you better
motherfucker.
make sure you get on that goddamn construction site, punk ass hoe. Take
Yes,
your
girl.
wig
I'm
off
I'm having a
and
good
take that
time.
goddamn blue eyeshadow off and get on that construction site, motherfucker. Talking to me like you out your motherfucking mind, bitch.
What? I did not know they didn't bothered you too.
I'm
That's great. And
sorry.
then yesterday, my phone, and I was trying to listen in. That my one sister, she was calling. She was like, "Ben's over there. They going in on Ben's. You better get over there." And I'm
Oh,
like,
they
"Okay, I'm
were.
going."
They went on.
Child,
Who
Ben's was out there. Woo, woo, I gotta go back and
went?
watch the parts of the videos that I left because I woke up when my phone
Where
would
was this
ring
at? Where they was going in on Ben's?
on Lemon's panel yesterday. I
Oh,
didn't get a
you
chance
know
to
what?
see the whole
I did
thing.
not. You know what? Because mommy's birthday
I
was
was in and out.
yesterday, so I was
Okay.
not. But
Mm,
let me be quiet.
yeah. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. So I got to go over there and watch what I missed. I know I
But
went up in that motherfucker late at night though.
like I
When I
said,
got over there, they was all up on the panel. Brina was up there, all of that shit. And I said, Chris, I said, don't go. Then I said, fuck that shit. Fuck that. I'm going
that
up on this motherfucker.
that
But
girl.
everything was cool and cute. You know what I mean? Because
I'm glad you and Lemon have rekindled things, and
yeah, we friends.
but when I say to you, y'all pay attention. That girl do not like the women. Our dark. She don't
Pretty
like
purple,
she
like,
don't like
now
our
we gonna
dark.
bring this back around again, okay? He,
I'm
he
gonna
don't
say
like
it.
the women.
No, I didn't say he. Oh, wait a minute. I'm talking about
I
the
refuse to
sour
call that a
bitch.
goddamn woman. That's not no woman. Anytime you have to question a woman or man if they're who they supposed to be, there's a problem in aisle 9.
Mm.
I'm trying to tell y'all what I
Uh,
know. You
Okay.
gonna know a woman is a woman. You gonna know a man is a
But
man.
you're not the first
Anytime
person
you
that
gotta question it,
said that, Krista.
that's what I'm trying to tell you.
You're not the first person that said
You
that.
you can't if you gotta question it, there's a problem. There's a
Mm.
problem.
Okay.
There's a problem. Because I don't care how ugly a woman is, how
Mm.
unattractive you can say a woman is, you still gonna know she a woman. I don't
Okay.
care how ugly a man is or how unattractive a man is, you gonna still know that he's a man.
Mm.
When you gotta question it,
Mm.
bullshit. Bullshit. Matter of fact,
Girl, you don't.
chitlin shit, straight up out the red bucket.
Oh,
Okay,
Krista, please.
fly shit,
It's too early in
maggots.
the morning.
I know. Let me stop.
Mm.
I'm over here clowning,
We
and
both act.
you
We
just
both
adding to
acting
it.
up. Oh, we acting up.
Yeah,
But we
I
been.
ain't even talk about what I was supposed to talk about. Fuck it. Damn it.
Let me drop. Krista, drop me down. I
I
love you,
enjoyed you.
baby. I
I
love
love you
you,
too.
baby.
Thanks for
Drop
coming
me
up.
down. Get back to your commentary. I
Okay.
love you.
Thanks for coming up. Love
Thank
you
you,
too,
baby.
boo.
Bye bye.
Bye. Okay, y'all. I'm sorry. Y'all I ain't even talk about what I was supposed to talk about. Ain't that a trip? Listen. So I won the poll. Benz did a poll yesterday about who y'all would like to see Lemon with. And I won the poll. So thank you to everybody that voted for me. Okay. And thank y'all for being truthful with yourselves. Thank y'all for saying, you know what? Certain people just don't bring the best out in Lemon's ass. Fuck that. Okay. You know, he did nah. So thank y'all. Thank y'all for voting for me. Also I want to talk about another thing that had happened over there at Ben's yesterday. Hmm. Was this Hershey's lady sitting around calling me a mold. Excuse me? First of all, lady, I don't even know really what a mold is and what it does and what it's supposed to do. Now, I do know if you got that shit in your goddamn house and that get on your goddamn lungs, okay, it will take you up out of here. It will make you act some kind of way. It will make you look some kind of way. You know, kind of like you look, kind of like you act, okay? Because see, the thing with mole is it wants you to not focus on it. So it puts a lot of other things in your way. Okay. So how dare your black nasty ass looking like a big piece of goddamn mold? I told that bitch yesterday, I said, bitch, on tomorrow, I'm gonna get me a bottle of goddamn bleach and I'm gonna pour it all over your ass. Okay. In my goddamn life. Who the fuck do you think you clowning? Who the fuck do you, bitch? You don't have no kind of goddamn right. I don't even fucking know you, bitch. I see you around every now and then. You know, I see that you got something shady or whatever to say about me and all of this shit. But I'm like, I don't know this big fucking ugly ass bitch. I don't know you. I don't care to know you. Why the fuck are you talking on me? What the fuck is your fucking problem? Yesterday at Ben, she was going all in and saying this and saying that. And I'm like, what? I just politely put, mold stink. Mold has a certain odor to it. I keep telling y'all, these motherfuckers' problems on this shit is they refuse to go wash their ass. And you got this motherfucker that's breathing in nothing but mold. Bitch, I mean, her whole goddamn insides is just loaded. It's loaded at this goddamn point. Lungs, everything is nothing but black goddamn mold. That's why this bitch is just running amok on this motherfucker. Just out here, just starting trouble, just doing whatever. That's what mold does. Mold does not do the body good. This bitch is actually out here trying to get some goddamn kinfolks. I'm not your goddamn kinfolk. How dare you sit here and say she's mold too? No, I'm not. No, we don't have mold in this goddamn building. And if it was some in this motherfucker, I got enough goddamn sense to get the fuck up out of here. I wouldn't give a fuck what the fuck was going on. But you sitting up here, you allergic to mold. Me too. That's another bitch. That bitch hit a goddamn panel. I'm out. I'm done. I'm not getting ready to sit next to this bitch on a goddamn panel, breathing in that goddamn mold. It's not finna sit here and sit on my goddamn lungs. You got me fucked up. And then this bitch just like to keep talking, and running her goddamn mouth, acting like she know everything about everybody. This bitch told so many goddamn lies on me yesterday on Ben's panel. I said, who the fuck is she talking about? Because I've been knowing Krista for a long goddamn time, and I don't know nothing that she's talking about at this goddamn point. And can I just ask this? If you bitches is going to sit here and talk about me and talk about whatever, or call yourself whatever you call yourself doing, can you at least look into shit for your goddamn self? Well, leave that shit alone. This bitch is sitting up here telling so many goddamn lies that you got other motherfuckers on the panel saying, huh? Really, Krista? Really? I didn't know that. And I'm saying to my damn self, I didn't know that about me either. And it's about me. I didn't know that shit either. And I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna say this with nothing but respect. I am 54 years old. If I don't come on here questioning you about something that somebody else tell me about you, this is personal, okay? Do not come on this motherfucker questioning me. Do I make myself clear? You're going to catch a bad motherfucking decision. And how dare another bitch question me about another jet, but anything that looked like that bitch. Anything that looked like that bitch. How the fuck you gonna question some goddamn body? You can look at me and tell that I make good goddamn decisions about what the fuck is going on in my goddamn life. My life, the way I carry myself, speaks for me. Do I clown a little bit? Hell yeah. But at the end of the goddamn day, I make sure them goddamn bills is paid. I make sure everything is in perspective. House is clean and some food is fucking cooked. I make good goddamn decisions. Then when I'm done, let me come in here and fa la 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 la. Have some fun. Let my hair down, as they say. You can look at this bitch and tell this motherfucker do not make good motherfucking decisions. Starting with, why the fuck are you in a house full of goddamn mold? But yet you got time to come on YouTube and be in everybody's motherfucking business. On this motherfucker screaming, hollering, yelling, and just know everybody's goddamn business on here. Right, bills paid first. I mean, this bitch knows everybody's goddamn business. Bitch, when do you wash some of that goddamn mold off your ass? At what point are you going to go ahead and get you a big gallon of goddamn Clorox and just drink that shit? At what point? But please, people, if you're on a panel and some big jet black fat piece of goddamn mold come around questioning and telling you a bunch of motherfucking lies about me or saying some crazy shit about me, hey, living life to the fullest, good morning and thanks for my rose. Please do not question me. Talking about, I ain't know that. So just Krista, this and that. I started to go the fuck off. I said, don't do that, Krista. Don't do that. See, that's when that medicine kick in. And if I really listen to it and I don't go the fuck off and offend no motherfucking body that would open up their goddamn mouth and question me about some big fat lying stinking nasty jet black most ugly bitch telling goddamn lies on me. You can look at that bitch and tell she don't do nothing but lie. That bitch is confused as a motherfucker. That's that goddamn mole eating her ass the fuck up from the outside in and from the inside out. Mold is eating that bitch the fuck up. Her fucking goddamn toes and shit is probably gangrene full. That bitch ain't doing nothing but just sitting there, just getting ready to, okay, time to go. Class dismissed. That part. Need a good goddamn scrubbing with some goddamn, not the bottle that just says bleach. That bitch need Clorox. Bitch, find you something else to do. And you other motherfuckers that run around that enjoy her or whatever the fuck it is, don't question me about nothing that lying bitch said about me. Because I'm going to cuss your ass the fuck out. I'm going to cuss you out where the fuck you question me at. Beware. That's a promise. I'm going to cuss you out. You don't question people about lying motherfuckers. You let that shit go. You look at a motherfucker and make a decision. Do like I do. When I hear motherfuckers on here going off about other certain people and saying crazy shit about people, and I just look, I say, let me look at this person's life. Let me look at their YouTube life and how they carry themselves on here. Okay, this is what this bitch do. This bitch is full of shit. This bitch smell like shit. Her breath smell like shit. She is shit. She look like shit. Bitch, you're full of shit. I'm not going. And I'm no thank you. And whether it's true or it's not my motherfucking business. I didn't need your bad breath, stinking ass telling me nothing about that other person. So fuck you. That part. That's what you have to do when you looking at certain motherfuckers on here. I mean, I could name some names. Okay. I could name some names. The Hershey's bitch is one. The Trish shit bitches is another one. And they look alike. They both look like black shit. They look like shit, both of them. And they're annoying and they're aggravating. And they're in the goddamn way. And there's some more, but I don't say their goddamn name. Queen Sanity, what's up, boo? Oh my goodness, where you been? I hope everything is good with you. I'm getting ready to get up out of here. I done been over here talking and all that shit in this hour and 15 minutes. Just Krista, I don't see you bothering when you do your own thing. I do. I don't come on here bothering no motherfucking body. I come on here doing my own thing. But what you won't do is take me doing my own motherfucking thing on this motherfucker and think that means, oh, she's a punk bitch. So get her. You're going to catch a bad goddamn decision. Because I'm going to be nice, but I'm going to read you your motherfucking life. Okay? You are not going to look in the mirror the same. You are not going to look at your life the same. Ain't that right, dragons? Okay? Because I see you yesterday. You call yourself, yeah, this, that, and the other thing. And trying to tell ZX what the fuck happened between me and you. Oh, okay. Okay. And I love the way ZX handled that. Okay. I'm sure, he of course he likes you. and all of that. That's not why that man was up there. That wasn't why he was up there. That was not a bash Krista moment. You see how that worked? You ain't even had to bring that shit up. I went up on ODS, and as a matter of fact, if any of the people want to send you the money back, they send the money to you, they can. But I was just trying to let you know it don't look good as a young lady that you're sitting up here with a can of beer that's as tall as your motherfucking leg and cigarettes, and you got dirty, your body is dirty as a female, and you're begging people for money. Okay, but you took your money instead of going to get you a perm and all of this other stuff for your hair that you say you need. You out here smoking and drinking it up. So just like you can go to ODS panel and ask for something, I did too. I go over there and hit his link every now and then and entertain the people. So I said, hell, help me out. I can do that. That was his channel. I didn't come to your channel and say, hey, Dragon, can I come up here and ask your people for something? Then I would be wrong. But just like ODS said, Dragons, you can come up on my panel. He said, Krista, you could come up on my panel. Just like he said, Dragons, okay, if you want to ask the Yardicans for a little assistance, he said, Krista, you can ask the Yardicans for a little bit of assistance. You see how that worked? That's how that worked. That's no reason for me to go around and tell other people all about it and in hopes that they would dislike you because this and that and because things didn't work in my favor and all of that. Grow the fuck up. It is what it is. That's why people talk about me. Yeah, this bitch, she ain't gonna say nothing, this, that, and the other thing. She gonna go to her own panel and she gonna say this, she gonna say that. You're damn sure right. Cause I ain't gotta worry about nobody hitting my goddamn link. That's gonna put me in a position to be agitated, aggravated, or anything like that. I'm not offending anybody. You know, I'm not inviting people to my thing and then got some guests up here talking about the person, constantly saying all types of terrible things about the person, constantly. I don't do any of those things. My chat isn't full of just talking. Yeah, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. Go back to my own shit. And at the same goddamn time, if you want to hear what the fuck I got to say about what went on, you know, when you hit the link, you know, I get a little ching ching, you know, I get a little pushback. You know what I'm saying? Was that a while back? Because I was there when that happened about asking for donations due here. It was, Rhonda. It was. It was what? I guess about 2 weeks ago. I guess. Something like that. Yeah. So, y'all, it was some other stuff I wanted to talk about, but we've been all over the place and it's an hour and almost 20 minutes. I appreciate y'all. It's 8:00 here. I am really, really enjoying you guys and enjoying myself and all of that. Shout out to y'all for at least making sure that your girl get at least 100 views on her videos. You know, shout out to y'all for that one. Okay. And I appreciate you guys. I'm going to see y'all out here in these streets. Okay. I got mine in. I'm done. Now I get to just be out here with y'all and hey, what we finna do? Slide to the left. Hey, slide to the right. Crisscross, you know. Everybody have a great day. You too. Love you too, Pretty Purple. But I'm getting ready to get up out of here, y'all. I'm going to go in here and make me some breakfast. I think I've been having the taste for some grits. I even took the grits out the pantry yesterday and I set it on the cabinet next to the stove. But at the same time, I want some shredded. I like the shredded hash browns sometime too. I want to do the shredded hash browns and an egg because I want me some ketchup on it, a little bit of hot sauce, just a little bit. And I just got that taste. But I also want some grits, and I don't want grits and potatoes. You know what I'm saying? And I said I was gonna make a little piece of kielbasa sausage. So it's either gonna be grits or the potatoes. I'm gonna see, but I know I'm gonna have egg and sausage. I know I'm having that, but I'm gonna see what else I'm gonna have. Y'all, sometime you know what? Mealtime when you live alone, sometimes mealtime is so boring. It is so freaking boring. You be like, child, let me just eat something just to say I ate, you know? But for the most part, most of the time it's cool, peeps. But sometimes you just be like, child, hmm. And especially for me, because I don't like to go out and eat. I know a lot of single people, they'll go out and grab themselves, you know, breakfast, lunch, or dinner or something. That's just not my thing. That's not my thing. Listen, anyway, y'all, before I start drifting off and start talking about something else, thank y'all and I appreciate y'all for coming through. Shout out to you, Pretty Purple, for coming through. The eggs, you do your best. I'll make the eggs. You do the rest. Yeah, I'm really that's exactly what I want today. I know I want some eggs and some sausage. I know I want that. And I got the kielbasa sausage. I wanted the links, but I didn't take a pack out the freezer. So, oh well. I got a piece of kielbasa out. I'm gonna have that. And either the grits or the potatoes. Okay. I love you guys. Thank you, Pretty Purple, for coming up. Thank you guys for, those of you who would watch the replay and all that great stuff. Thank y'all for coming through. I hope y'all have a beautiful, beautiful day. I hope this is one of the most beautiful summer days that you have. Okay. And don't forget, pour into them. They pour into you. Pray for them. Pray for everybody so that everybody is prayed for. Okay. And welcome everybody to the Potluck Lounge. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye, y'all.